Welcome everybody to Passionate and Purposeful YouTube channel that you have been watching, where I invite passionate women who have been living their life filled with purpose and has been making all their attempts in inspiring others to create a beautiful life, especially women. Today, I have a special guest, Kavita, with me, who is a civil engineer and has a master's in environmental sciences. She has been writing, blogging for more than 10 years, and last year she published her first book on poetry, which is called Profound Thoughts. And the second book was published this year only, which even I have read, When You Can, Why Not? It's a book which talks about and covers everyday issues related to abuse, different kind of abuse that we might face. It could be on domestic violence, on child labor, acid attacks. She's even covered about sort of manipulation we come across in an office environment. Then traffic rules she has spoken about. So before I move on to asking her about her passion, I would like Kavita you to tell more about you. How did you reach? You switched your path from being a civil engineer to a writer, and then coming up with these two books, and especially this one, When You Can, Why Not? This was one book which really influenced me, and I was eager enough to get in touch with you. So, what brought you here?
Yeah. Hi, Vandana. It's great to be here. And yeah, I've been an avid reader since my childhood. So reading has always been my best friend and all. So yeah, I worked in the infrastructure field for more than 10 plus years. But during that time too, I used to enjoy writing documents, means anything related to writing. It was a close passion to me. And yeah, so then I started working after working in the infra field. I started working with my husband, who's an architect. So once I got into his office and we were working, I didn't have that connection of working. I didn't feel like working there. I don't know. My mind used to keep drifting to back to reading, writing, and all such things. So I just told him I can't work here anymore. And I used to go to my office, but I used to sit and start writing or something. I used to do this part. So then I went into I got into a book group on Facebook. So that also helped me a lot in motivating more to write, and also we used to have prompts and also that motivated more to write more poetry, and also on the prompts I used to write poetry. And most of the poetry book which I published last year, that was a part of the prompts which I had written all this poetry. And a few, half of them were those prompts given, and the others, a few, I added a few more. So by the time, in the beginning when I published the book, it was only a book of 20 poetry. So I had published on KDP for the Amazon pen to publish thing and all. So it was only 20 poems at that time. So then later part of 2019, I updated the book again. I added even 50 more poems to that book and I republished it. So that was how the first book came around. And the second book, this year I published it. Actually, I'm very aware of these social issues which keep happening around in our neighborhood. Also, I keep have this habit of writing to the authorities about what's happening here and why are they not taking care of these things. So that motivated me and that triggered me to write. Maybe think about writing short stories around that, weave stories around the laws of India. So that part made me write this. It was basically a 15. It was supposed to be a 15 story book, and in the ending, I added two more stories after I wrote an article about open prisons in a newspaper. So then I thought, why not add that also to the stories? And then I added that was the last minute one, and one more about defects and all. So I added those two stories also in the ending and published it in September. Yeah, I published it online as a KDP ebook, but I wanted a print book also. So went with print on demand Poti and published the print book. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
and it's been a great. The response was good. The initial days it was good, and now also it's picking up, slowly picking up. So
Yeah, of
marketing is
course.
a different
It's
ball game actually. So we have to keep on promoting a book. So that's what I feel a bit this thing. Otherwise, it's okay. Yeah, book is doing good.
Yeah, yeah. When I read the book, I felt that it is really relevant for most of us who really don't get into understanding what law is. And we let others manipulate us, because of
Yes,
our ignorance.
that's it.
So I really liked the way you have presented in the end of every chapter. You have spoken about the law, how as a citizen we can use it in our benefit, and how it has been created for us. Just because we don't know, we don't use it. So
That's the
that's
title, which that is the title. When you can use the law, why not? So that was the title which came out.
yeah. I thought as much. Yes. So, yeah. So I am more curious to know, because the platform is about understanding what passion is and living your life with purpose. So it seems you have given your life a purpose of being a writer and influencing the thoughts of readers, to for them to be able to create a better, successful life. So, when you said that, while you were sitting in the office as an architect, you were there in your husband's office, you were always inclined to write. Explain me that experience, and what was the strong force that you felt, which, eventually made you quit or leave architect and then, just get into writing full fledged. My reason being that I want the audience to understand that even their heart might be giving some signals to them, but they don't. So yeah, you have experienced, and I would like to hear from you.
Yeah, I used to work for this infrastructure companies, which was outside. So I worked for around three companies, and later I used to work for Tata Projects. The last one, outside one was Tata Projects. Then I came out of Tata Projects and started going to my husband's office. So he used to give me estimates. He used to give me estimates, and he used to say, "Do estimates so that you will get used to it." So he used to give me a drawing and he used to say, do the estimate. I used to just sit, my heart wouldn't be in that. I wouldn't finish it also. He would say, what's wrong? Why are you not doing it? So then I went for around 1 year or so, but I didn't help him out anything in any place. He used to give me estimates, nothing. I wouldn't do anything. So I was always reading these articles online on my laptop or writing something small essays and all. So I stopped. Then after 1 year, he said, "What? You're not doing anything." So then I just stopped going to work with him. Then and my kids were in the. He was in 10th standard and he was nearing a little. He needed some attention, so I stayed back. 1 year of so I was just at home doing nothing. Then later I when once I stopped totally architecture work, nothing. I used to go. Then after joining this book group and all, I used to sit at home and start writing. But now, since a year ago, when I started writing these books, and now my husband is totally into this. Okay, I know that you want this is your passion. Okay, you do whatever you want. But yeah, so I've started going to work now. Since in the morning times I'm a bit busy at home with all this and all, so I'm not able to write. So if I have any deadlines, as I am started working as a freelance independent journalist, so I have some deadlines. So whenever I have some deadlines, I go to work and write there. So it's a bit peaceful there to write. So I go there
Yeah,
and sit and write. Otherwise, I sit at home and do most of my work. Yeah.
yeah. So it was basically in that estimation and all, you couldn't find the joy, and when as you
I thought,
found the
what is this?
writing
Why
book.
am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I didn't have any heart in doing what I want to do. I didn't
Yeah,
put
yeah.
my mind and heart into that. I could do, but I was not doing anything. So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. And as you said, you didn't have any heart into it, so that could have been the reason that you were not able to work. You were just sitting there for an year. You
Yeah,
tried a lot.
I was sitting and I was reading articles online. Means I used to just pass my time there. I used to go in the mornings, just pass my time and come home. In the afternoons, these kids used to come from school, so I wouldn't go in the afternoon. Only in the mornings I used to go. So that time also I was not very helpful to my husband. So then I stopped going to office. So that's,
Yeah. One question which is coming to my mind, and I think many women would like to know, like you have invested so many years into your degree for your master's. So many years you have studied, then after that you went into infrastructure and you did 3 jobs. Now you have shifted to be a writer, and many women, I feel, find this as a difficult border to cross, a hurdle to cross, when they say that, that they've already invested so much in terms of time, resources, money, and everything. And at this stage, shifting their career path feels scary to most of us. Uh, how would you like to address this and share your experience of that shift that you made, and how did you overcome, if you had any fear of uh, of being in a comfort zone to moving into something new?
there was no fear as such because this was what I was supposed to do maybe. So the writing was more like what I felt close to. So maybe I should have done this a decade back also. So if I had taken it seriously and done this a decade back, maybe I wouldn't have done those jobs also, or the 10 year in working in an infrastructure field. I enjoyed my work there too. It's not that I didn't enjoy my work there, but I don't know. This is more like something which is closer to me, and there was no fear. But the transition part, yeah, it took some time. And as a writer, we don't earn much money, so writing doesn't give us much money. But now that I got into journalistic writing, this is giving me some money. This is giving me some income. So this, I want to stick to this now. So I want to improve my writing and improve my opportunities in this field. So yeah, I want to continue doing this. And means coming into this field at this age is, I don't think it's such an issue or something, because we are sitting at home and writing. It's only a writing. We're not doing honey hard work. Just sitting at home and writing, or any place we're writing. So writing is one such profession that you can do at any age. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think anyone can do this. So it's not a big deal, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, which means that you were so ready enough that you didn't even think about the 10 years that you had invested into your infrastructure, or the career prior to writing.
Yes, yes. Actually, the masters which I did in environment, I'm more of an environmentalist, and I am very affine to love nature and all, being in the nature. So I wanted to do a master's, and this master's I had completed only last year. Civil engineering I had done like everyone before my marriage or something, but the masters I had done only completed it last year. So this was something I wanted to do, have a master's in environment science, something which is close to my heart. So I wanted to do that. So I did that. I completed that one thing which was on my bucket list. And I just, with all of my cousins, all of them. So now what are you going to do? Are you going to search for a job in environment? No, I'm not going to do any of that sort of thing. I just wanted to do this for me. So I've done that. That's it.
Yeah, and then another example, that at any age you can study
Yeah.
and do even masters at any age.
Masters. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, if in one word or in one sentence you have to define passion, what would it would be according to you?
Passion is something which you do with your heart, means you automatically, it just comes to you naturally. Your hand means, suppose writing, when it is a free flowing thing, which when it flows freely from your heart, that's when it connects to the reader. So anything which you're passionate about, anything which comes from the heart, that is passion.
Yeah, and I think most of the women should learn to listen to their heart,
Yes,
and not always work from the logical mind. That's where, the
yes,
disbalance is, that we only listen to our head and not to our heart, and then obviously we don't feel happy about it. But I can see that you are really happy about your writing, you are enjoying it,
Yes, yes.
There are no fears. Even the transition was smooth.
Yeah.
Anything that want to share about your book, or anything you want to talk about your book, please give any message you want to give to your readers about your book.
Yeah, I definitely want to give a message because we are indie authors and self-publishing authors, so we need more support. So I don't know, many people read our books, but some of them don't review, and many people have this feeling that only traditionally published books are good, and self-published books are not way above the mark or something. So they don't take up the books and they don't even download the books or buy the books. So yeah, I feel every author should be given an opportunity to prove themselves. So I feel, yeah, any author should have the opportunity. So please do read books, and if you read a book, please do share a feedback or post a review on Amazon. So it will help the author. Yeah, and anyone who wants to enter into the field of writing or any other thing which is not the education, please follow your heart. Whatever it is, please follow your heart. Don't let it. Don't let the society pull you back or something. So any age, there's nothing such as age. You can do anything at any age. So we women are more of multitaskers. So we can do anything. So follow your heart. Just follow your heart.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I'm glad that you're repeating this message to follow the heart, which we most of us are scared of doing. Of
Yeah.
maybe the decision won't be right, maybe the results won't be right. I think it's the results that we are most scared of. That we keep ourselves away from listening to our heart. And time and again, you are proving that how one can be happy by following the heart. So thank you, Kavita, for being here. I would definitely request each one of you to get her book, read it, because it is quite informative. There were many things which I was not aware, and it was good to know. Not necessary that I need it for myself, but I can help somebody else. And there were many things which I knew, but it needed a reminder. So it's a great book which is talking on multiple issues happening in the society. And in the end of the chapter, you get to know what the law says. And that's the beauty of this book. It has been great talking to you, Kavita. Thanks for your time. And I am Vandana Sehgal, your host, your author, holistic wellness coach, and recently launched myself as a book coach. Thanks for listening to both of us. And do subscribe to the channel if you want to keep receiving such powerful messages as reminder or as motivation. So register, subscribe to the YouTube channel to receive such more powerful videos. Thank you, Kavita. Thanks everybody for listening to us.
Thank you, Vandana. Thank you for giving us this platform to speak about ourselves and all about our books. So it's a
It's a
great platform.
pleasure.
Thank
It's
you
a
so much.
pleasure
Yeah.
of mine. I think it's like mutual that we are inspiring each other to move forward and create a beautiful place.
Yes, yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.